So then, the Lama Tsong Khapa, as I mentioned to you one time before, then she share, but the maximum family to him, he share, and then he offered to Lama, he share Lama. The Lama Tsong Khapa name started in Switzerland. Lama Tsong Khapa name started, I think people, that might be me, I'm not sure, Mickey Mouse, I think, get the name Lama Tsong Khapa in Switzerland. There was one couple from, but no, they live Bachapani, I mean, no, Bachapani, the San Santa Cruz, I think. I don't know the lady, the husband. They started also. We did a course. And there was Alan Wallace. He was monk that time. He was just new monk, just new robes and new. Just started. He was there, and at the end of the retreat, I think maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I'm not sure, something like that. So Geshe Dharma came at the end of the retreat and we did talk. Then that time, I think, they want to start center in Switzerland, FPMT center. However, after we do the course, it didn't last. Somehow there was no continuation. You know, center, you need to have somebody continuing Dharma activity, teaching Dharma programs with it, but didn't have it. Probably that maybe they didn't know how to begin. I think no idea. So could not start Center Lama Tsong Khapa Center there. So then what happened? There was one maximum over the building to Lama, then the name, that didn't happen there, so that name came all the way from, that name traveled by rickshaw. Or by walked on foot. All the way from Switzerland came here. The name was given to here. That's how it happened. So anyway, so you see, now you see teaching Dharma during courses, basic lamdrim, thought transformation, and then now the basic program and the master program. Of course, then when the Lama Tabjeling Rinpoche came, his own came a few times, and then Tabjeling Rinpoche came. Tabjeling didn't happen. So Tabjeling Rinpoche came, gave Yamata commentary. Tabjeling Rinpoche. So, the Lamas came. Early times, Chapter 7 session which came, taught liberation palm in your, I was not here, liberation palm in your hand, in which taught. Oh, yes, when the Lamas came, Geshe Ujincident came. Ujincident, Geshe Ujincident. Came, yes. Many Lamas came. Many Geshes. They came here, but they didn't give teaching. Okay.
Didn't give teachings when Rinpoche was here, but he came later.
So you see, so the people, I can't say there is no Buddha Sabbath. I can't say that. So so at least you see, they hear Buddhism subject to Four Noble Truths. to be, recognition what samsara is, and that you yourself to be free from that. And, giving freedom to yourself by hearing Buddha Dharma, giving freedom to yourself to be free from samsara, giving freedom to yourself. All of that, you see. Giving freedom to yourself, freedom from samsara. So that you see, learn the path. Yeah. And then not all that, Mahayana teachings. So then you hear teachings on bodhichitta. Then that also that you learn bodhichitta, you meditate on that, you learn teachings on that, meditate. Then you see, because Mahayana teaching, so people, whatever practice they meditate, whatever practice they do, at beginning refuge bodhichitta. You not refuge, but bodhichitta, you dedicate your practice, you recitate your mantra, any practice you do, dedicated for all the sentient beings. Dedicated for all the sentient beings. Even you don't have realization bodhichitta, but your practice meditation dedicated for every single sentient being, nobody is left out. So you see, so by establishing Lama Tsong Khapa Center, then all the people who met the Mahayana teaching, especially, they do the refugee bodhichitta, whatever practice they do, so dedicated for every single insect, sentient beings, every single, no mosquito, no one mosquito left, no one ant left, no one person, black or white, nobody is left out. Everyone done for benefit to everybody. Whatever language they speak, even though they don't speak the language. Amazing, amazing. So wonderful, so wonderful, so wonderful, so wonderful, so wonderful, so wonderful. So wonderful. The practice bodhichitta, even just motivating, just effortful motivation, just thinking motivating. See? Now you can now you can see how the Lama Tsong Khapa Center benefiting to all the sentence. You understand? Yeah, you have to know that clear. You see, just even from that. Whenever they practice the beginning bodhichitta, so benefiting everyone. Any insects you see outside, any insects you see, the trees on the ground, benefit to everybody. Nobody left there, any dog, cats, anybody who came pets. See, benefit to every single one, nobody left out. Until Lama Tsong Khapa benefiting, I'm strong about it here now. You understand? Like that. You have to understand. So like that, you see. Including your pet. Including your small dog, big dog, whatever. Big dog like mountains, and small dog like, I don't know what. I'm joking. So even including your pets. So everybody, you have to understand, you have to think, well, this like that. Oh, unbelievable, most unbelievable. Then of course, you train your mind in Lamrim. the sutra, tantra, the Kaswara Paranamotika Namde, the Kaswana Matamika, the Sepa Sama Tamakosha, then Kaswan, oh, and then tantra, the general cells, the compilation, Papa, all the contents into Lamdrim, integrated in Lamdrim, the simple part in Lamdrim, get part in enlightenment. Also, when you actualize, when you meditate one by one, train the mind in that and try to actualize how that is so important, how that is the most important to do. Numberless helpings, right now suffer, right now most humble. Can't express the amount, the most happy, the most number of the hungry ghosts, the most number of animals. Then there's the numberless Sura. So you see that your realization, your understanding, you're learning Dharma, you're learning, practicing, your realization so much need for sentient beings. You understand? So much need for every sentient being, for numberless helplings, hungry animals. He may be so much need. You understand? So much need. Do you understand? So that you see. What's a need? So much need. So much need, but we don't understand. So much need, but we don't understand. We don't understand. We don't feel that. I mean, like myself, you see, I'm using a good, very good example myself. Baba, so much need. Your practice, so much need for others, for numberless sentient beings, not only for your pets. Not only for your pets. Not only for your cats, dogs, and only yours. You see, you understand. So now you can see how Lama Tsong Khapa introduced that Lama established. So how important it is. Sorry, good. Because I chanted a long time, so you lost. So how important. So I think it's so important. What is the need for sentient being? Unbelievable, most unbelievable need. The Dharma center. I'm using Lama Tsong Khapa as an example. You see? So now you can understand all the branches of Lama Tsong Khapa, the centers in Spain, centers, anybody who is working with the center here, Spain, Italy, well, then now you can understand why it's the most important. That was the most need for sentient beings. You understand? For numberless sentient beings. Not just Italian. No. Not only Italian people. No. Just numberless sentient beings. 6 realms, as I explained before. Granite, you know, you understand? So important. So now you can see the realization, bodhichitta, particular bodhichitta, realization, so important. For you to have realization, we need realization. For the sentient beings, so important, numberless sentient beings. So important. So then bodhichitta, of course, and then all the realization of the path to enlightenment. What is so important for sentiment, for number of sentiment. Then similar. See that all the subjects taught Lama Tsong Khapa in Sutra, Tantra, initiation, so that what happened, so much happened in the past, now, in the future. So important, important for the sentient being. You understand? So it's really okay. Then you think now even then on top of that, see. Realizing emptiness, then particularly it's a Prasangika view, the sense, subtle or unmistaken, right view of the Prasangika school. True. That's the only, by realizing that wisdom is the only one that cuts samsara, the ignorance, holding the eyes truly existing was not. Okay? You understand? You see? That's taught Lama Tsong Khapa in Sutra. You understand? That's all. So you see that that in the all are the FPMT centers. So Lama Tsong, using example, Lama Tsong Khapa. But then all the rest FPMT centers. You understand? So you should feel great happiness, the most happiness. That you study FPMT centers. Then you see all the qualities, you understand Dharma, and understand Dharma experience, and then Dharma, your mind, Dharma become pure, Dharma subdued, and Dharma, see. So there, this is great happiness. Having met teachings at special Mahayana, then see, so then the Tantra, quick path to enlightenment. Okay.